Hello again, everyone. Um, Again, I just want to start off this video by thanking everyone for all the support so far. The first few videos have done so much better than I thought they would, especially the first one I did, and it's made me so happy because I didn't expect that, and it's really encouraged me to continue on with this channel, which is what I really wanted. So thank you to everyone who gave either of my videos a view or a like or anything. Just even a second of your time still means a whole lot to me, so thank you for that. This video is the start of a series of videos I'm going to do, and it's something that I am really looking forward to, and this is the right place to do it because it's my list of top 10 YouTubers. Now, I just want to point out before I do this that there are like a whole lot more than 10 YouTubers that I admire and love. There are so many. Like, I spend so much time watching YouTube and following a lot of content creators on, well, I was going to say there, but here, I guess. And this top 10 is just 10 that I just really stand out to me. But that's not to say that the others don't do great things too. But these are going to be 10 that have a special place in my heart and have really helped me in some way or another at some point. So yeah, I was thinking today of who to start with, and I changed my mind a few times, but there's one person who was always going to make this list for a very long time, because I highly respect and admire them. So yeah, I'll try and give some clues as to who it is. Okay, it's a guy. He's 25 years old and he's from Honolulu, Hawaii. His channel started on May 26, 2012, so he's just coming up to 3 years on YouTube. And he's a Let's Player. That's his main thing. He also does sketches and other types of videos as well, but his main thing is he's a Let's Player, which is obviously one of the biggest things on YouTube. But yes, the person who it is, and was always going to make this list from day one of me making it, is Markiplier. There is so much I can say about this guy. I think it was my siblings who introduced me to him initially. Probably maybe a year or so ago, maybe longer than that. But yeah, from the first moments I saw him, he really stood out. He's got such a natural charisma and just such a genuine enthusiasm for what he does. Now, I know that not everyone is going to be into Let's Plays of games and that type of thing, because I know some people would rather just play the game themselves, or alternatively just watch the game. If they're going to watch the game, maybe watch a silent playthrough which just focuses on the game. But I know that Let's Playing is a big thing on YouTube. Obviously the most subscribed channel is PewDiePie's, and obviously he's a Let's Player, so it's a huge thing on YouTube, and obviously a lot of people do enjoy it, including myself. It's the main thing I'm drawn to. There are a lot of other categories of videos, but I find myself coming back to Let's Plays a lot, and the main thing is that it's hard to play through a game and keep the commentary interesting and funny sometimes, or it's difficult without taking too much away from the game, but at the same time adding something to it. And Markiplier is just so good at adding so much to a game and making it seem even more amazing, and not in a way where he's taken away from it, but he adds to the drama so much of the time. And one big example of that to me was his playthrough of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. I'm a big fan of that game and that series, but Markiplier added so much to it with his playthrough, like so much. Like I was totally the whole way through on the free games. I was like on his side all the way, and like the jump scares and everything like that, the drama of it, and the tension, he really added to it. And like when he finished the first one, like it was a genuine, like I was genuinely happy for him. And it takes a lot to do that, because like I've seen a lot of people play that game, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm sure a lot of people have. But yeah, Markiplier's playthrough of it was, I've got to say, it was the best, just because it was, you know, it was exactly the type of game what brings out the best in him, and he can bring out the best in that type of game too. I think Scott Cawthorne, who created the game, like owes him a thank you in ways, just for all Mark's done for that game. I mean, he's become synonymous with it, like in the Five Nights at Freddy's group and like on Facebook that I'm in. Like there's a lot of mention of Markiplier, and yeah, that's an example of what he can do for a game, and why he is so loved, because he is, you know, picking up so much support, and he's very deserved. And yeah, there's so much I can say about him. Not just that, I mean, the amount he's done for charity with his live streams. I mean, he's raised over $482,000 for charities, and he's like been on YouTube for just less than 3 years, and he's made that type of an impact. And that's brilliant, to have done that. You know, it's so admirable, because it's the thing where people don't obviously have to do it when they get successful, but when someone like a role model like Mark does that, it's great to see, and he does really genuinely care. You can tell that he does. But yeah, he cares about his fans. He has I noticed recently when he was in like hospital, he was still trying to upload videos, even if they were even like short, just updates from the hospital. He would still do that because he wanted to keep to his schedule of uploading 2 videos a day, which yeah, he is very adamant on doing that. And it's like all his fans, like myself included, were saying like, stop, just calm down, like you're in hospital, you gotta like look after yourself and realize that you've got a massive fan base, and none of your real fans would ever abandon you anyway. But yeah, he really does not like to let down his fans, and he cares so much, like so genuinely. But yeah, he's just, I can relate to him so much in terms of the type of guy he is, because I mean, he really wears his heart on his sleeve, and he really cares. Like some of the videos, he's one of the guys that like he can make me laugh so much, but he can also, you know, he can make me cry, like with some of his videos, because I know he's been through so much in his life. He's lost loved ones. He's, you know, had surgeries. I mean, to start his channel and to really make something of it, I know that he sold a lot of his possessions just to get his channel to start up and get it going. And I really admire that, because he had like a dream and he saw it through. Like he made those sacrifices, and it's really admirable, and I'm so glad that it's paid off for him, because he deserves that fully. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think now, because there's so much I want to say about him, and I'm just trying to remind myself. Yeah, as well, like one thing he does is sketches sometimes, like little short funny sketches. But he's like so good, like in terms of acting. Like I've really been impressed with him. I said like a while back, there's no reason he couldn't end up in like he couldn't end up being a leading man in Hollywood or something. He's that likable, and he does have like a really good acting ability as well. Like you know, it's funny, but he's also, yeah, he can play characters so well. And the few times I've seen him in little sketches and things, it's yeah, it's really great to see that he has that element to him as well. And I don't know if he'd ever leave. Well, I don't think he'd ever leave the Let's Playing thing behind because he has such a strong fan base and it's what he loves to do. And I think he's just so happy that it's got to where it has. But I don't see any reason why acting opportunities potentially couldn't come his way, especially at his age. He's got a lot of time, and you know, I'm happy for him, like excited for him and his future and where it goes. Considering how much has happened in 3 years already, like just under 3 years, it's great to see how much success he's had in that time. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much else I could say. There probably is. There's probably a lot I could say. Um, but yeah, I'll probably leave it at that for now. I think you can tell I'm a massive fan of his. I just want to say as well that this is like a top 10, but it's not in any particular order. I'm just basically doing these as I'm like feeling it, like you know, a certain YouTuber when I like, because recently he like Markiplier, I've always been a fan of his, but recently his videos have just been absolutely brilliant. Like he's been on fire, like in terms of the uploads he's been doing and the content he's been creating. It's just been great. And yeah, so this is not in any particular order. It's not a rundown of a top 10 like anything like that, but it's a top 10, but it's not in any yeah, order like I said. So yeah, Markiplier definitely will have a place in mine now, yesterday, and tomorrow. I'm sure that's not going to change. And yeah, I mean, I really love doing this. I mean, I'm not sure how many people. I of course know some people who might see this video will be familiar with him, but anyone who's not, I mean, obviously what he does isn't for everyone, like the Let's Playing thing, video games. But anyone who is possibly into that type of thing, I strongly recommend you check him out because it's well worth your time, and I really don't think you would be disappointed if you did, because he's just got such a natural charisma and enthusiasm, and like I just really look up to him and admire him so much. So yep, that's my first of the 10 anyway. I'm pretty positive I know who the other 9 are. Well, kind of pretty positive, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the rest of these. I'm going to continue with the same theme. I'm going to probably dedicate a video to each of the 10. So tomorrow I'll have another one coming up. Not quite sure who that'll be yet, but yeah, I'll have a think about that in the meantime. But yeah, for now, anyone who's watched this video, once again, thank you so much. It means the world to me. It always will, from now until I make, you know, until I'm on my 812th video. I don't even know why I thought that number, but yeah, I'm planning to do this every single day now, and any of your support, whether it's just, you know, a viewer, like, whatever, it's all fantastic, and I'm so happy that the previous videos I've done so far, I've done so well, and thanks to you for watching it. You've really helped me, just in general recently. You know, you might not realise, but it means a whole lot to me at this point in my life to be finally doing this, because I've been waiting for so long for the right time, and you know, I just feel like this is the right time, and I'm glad to have you come along on this journey with me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.